podemos hablar. Pregúntale si alguna vez quedado de adorar. Ya no espero de mi corazón las veces que me ha visto llorar, la perfidia de tu amor. Te he buscado donde quiera que yo voy y no te puedo hallar. ¿Para qué quiero otros besos si tus labios no me quieren ya besar? Ana, I know my love was not for you, and so I'll take it back to the side, but really it's wonderful. Si puedes tú con Dios hablar, pregúntale si alguna vez te hago de adorar. Deseo de mi corazón, las veces que me has visto la perfidia de tu amor. Buscando donde quiera que ya voy y no te puedo hablar. ¿Para qué quiero otros besos si tus labios no me quieren ya besar? Ana, I know my love was not for you.
Hey,
and so
what are you doing, eh? You know what you are? You are mad.
Mad?
Mad. M-A-D. Mad.
Madre mía, ¿qué pasa? What happened?
He's my brother. She's crazy.
Your brother, she crazy? You don't know your grammar.
You don't know my brother. You know what you are? You're not mad. You are imbecile.
Imbecile.
Imbecile. I-M-B-E-S.
No S.
He's right, no S. C-Y. No, it's no Y.
Die, you boys are crazy. Crazy. You are a pair of twits.
A pair of tweets?
Tweets. Tweets. T-W-I-T-S. Tweets.
You know what you are?
No.
You are supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I am what?
You are supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
How do you spell that?
S-U-P-E-R-P-I-C-C-A-D-I-L-L-Y-S-O-U-R-C,
Perdón, señor. Un momentito.
1906, George Henry Blood was employed by Lord Denbigh as footman, gardener and handyman. While Lady Denbigh's maid was a charming creature named Emily Turnbull. And on Sundays, George would entertain his lordship's guests on the flute, while Miss Emily played the virginal. She didn't fool anyone. So it came as no surprise to the village when on September the 15th, 1907, they became man and wife. Their honeymoon was spent in Bognor Regis. Emily christened her son Gavin after a sailor she once knew.
Listen to him talk.
Aye, and him only 7 years old.
There's musical he is.
Aye.
1914, and George Blood was sent to fight in German East Africa. He never returned. Instead, he married a Ubangi lady and settled in the Congo. She was an intelligent girl, not just a pretty face. Heartbroken, Emily went to live at Frinton-on-Sea. Her many kind friends set up a fund to send little Gavin to Milan, or Paris, or anywhere.
After all, boys will be boys, n'est-ce pas? But you know, as a child, Gavin was a delicate, sensitive, a rather highly strung little boy. But at this time, he was helping me to write my musique pour la danse.
You're very sweet.
Oh, thank you very much. Very nice to say. Oh, pardon. But after that, you see, he began decomposing all by himself.
1939, and war clouds were gathering. In England, young men gallantly answered the call to arms. Gavin Blood was no exception. Gavin joined the crack 5th Foot and Mouth Regiment. At ports everywhere, soldiers embarked for the front. On the dockside, crowds were singing and cheering and laughing because they weren't going. Gavin soon instilled his love of music into others. Gavin was tireless in his efforts to entertain his fellow soldiers. Gavin was sent to Colditz prison, where his music and his piano were his only escape. 2 days afterwards, Germany surrendered and Gavin settled down in Vienna.
Schön. Schön. You know, during the war, everybody here in Vienna was poor. I was poor, my wife was poor, the butler was poor, the maid was poor. But it was this poverty that brought all the people together. You would see advertisements in the newspaper saying, communist with a knife and fork wishes to meet capitalist with steak and kidney pudding. Bravo! Dankeschön. I think that Gavin Blood came here for the music. After all, where else but in Vienna would you find music like this, played with such style, with such panache? Where else would you find musicians like, will you shut your bloody mouth? But you know, seriously, I think that the cause Gavin's downfall was Maria, the opera singer. She, was that a woman? That's what everybody kept asking. Is that a woman?
In 1949, Gavin fell in love with opera singer Maria Carlo. It was her voice that first attracted him. Was promised to Count Mantovani, a renowned swordsman. They were married on March the 15th, 1950. Divorced 3 days later, disillusioned, Gavin returned to England.
He was a wonderful man. He was a wonderful man. Really, I mean, he could play anything. He was Neil Opperton Serenade. He would play Finkel's Cave or Overture of the Hebrides. He played that. I mean, the 4 Indian Love Lyrics by Amy Woodford Bypass. I mean, you could be in a pub with him all night long. You would never even know he had a penny. He's a wonderful man. You used to say, I'll drink to my 2 favourite composers.
Mozart and Liszt.
No, he only drank shandy. And then he wrote this, what they call it, electronic music for the documentary about the new computerised postal service.
What happened?
He got lost in the post.
With the advent of pop, there was less and less demand for Gavin's kind of music. 1862, overcome with remorse and chronic flatulence, he took to his bed, where he remained for 3 years.
Is the vicar gone yet?
No, and it wasn't the vicar, it was the doctor.
I thought he was a bit familiar for a vicar.
You've eaten your bread poultice again, haven't you?
It's time for his bed bath anyway.
I'm not having a bed. Get up. I'm not having a tuck me. Get on about a bit then.
Don't worry, old fellow. We'll have you on your feet in no time. I'll have a job getting the coffin down these stairs.
Get off with you. I don't want to tuck in you. Go down.
Nurse, do it.
Oh, then.
And so, on May the 12th, 1974, Gavin Blood died of chronic ecstasy. And so he never heard the brass band from the village where he was born, just outside Wedlock, play his tone poem, Bird of Freedom, which perhaps was just as well.
some more of those awful moments of television when things don't go quite...
I'll kill that bloody...
And now we have a treat for sports fans everywhere. Well, we've got an action-packed programme for you this afternoon. We've got sailing from Hailing, we've got sledding from Reading, shooting from Tooting, and karting from... On the football front, we'll be looking at the midfield players, at the defenders, and, of course, at the strikers. In particular, we'll be looking at the defending pair of Burnleys, and then we're going to take a good look at this striking pair of Bristols. Bristol Cities. Bristol City Rovers. We're starting off with cycling, and cycling, it's the Tour de Force, which comes to you today from Barnsley.
It's just as we expected. Eddie Mux, the Cuban-Irish whirlwind, has left the pack and looks like breaking his own world record. Just look at that man go! And here we have the true professional. Cool, calm, confident, completely unloved. Putting back some of the liquid lost in perspiration and, some to catch Eddie Mux up. Up, Eddie Mux? He really is phenomenon, extremely good. There's just no stopping this man.
Mind that, no! Well, here are the results of the all-men's inter-services nude leapfrog competition. They are Army 99, Air Force 96, Navy 2, with leading seaman Ounce-Treader being disqualified. Well, now it's time for the Ladies' Bowls Tournament, which comes today from Wilchester.
Mrs. Cartwright is way out in front, and the competition is very keen. These ladies are determined that she won't win again this year.
It's time now for the athletics from Dimpton, and for the first time, you're going to be seeing mixed track events.
This is Frida Dobbs with the Todbridge Harriers, and round she goes. It's a lovely sight, is that not? And it's a good one, But here comes Hamish Hallmark with the Sterling Academicals, and I think he's going to show them a thing or two today. I'm pretty sure of it, and they seem to enjoy him in the audience there, don't they? Round he goes, and they seem to be having a little contretemps with one or two members of the audience there, sitting in the front row, getting a good view. And around he goes, and he lets go, and it's the long jump, and here comes Jerry Lucas, and it's not her best. It's not her best at all. No. But I think that Sid Tidworth here will pick up a point or two. Here he comes now.
Wasn't it? Well, now it's time for fishing, for angling, and for the angling we are going over to Grumble on the Green, where the to Grumble on the Green, where Harry Hooker is waiting to tell us all about the fishing. Over to you, happy Harry Hooker.
As you join us, the news is that Colonel Nutter, who won last year's competition, is not having a very good day. Doesn't seem to have any luck at all.
Well, it's over now for to Frampton, and for news of the show jumping, here is Teddy Tripp.
Where I'm hoping to speak to one of Britain's top show jumpers, Mrs. Biscuit.
Hello!
Mrs. Biscuit,
yes.
I know there are a lot of horse lovers watching today.
I'm sure there are some very horse lovers watching today. They shouldn't talk so much, should they? Don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Could you tell us about yourself?
Well, yes, I could. You see, I'm afraid recently I've got into a rather disgusting habit.
What's that?
This one I'm wearing. I just use it for cleaning out the stables, that's all.
And your husband?
He's just gone for a pony and trap. He doesn't ride quite so often now, owing to the boil, you know. Poor thing, yes.
But of course, you love it at any time.
Oh, any time, yes, I love it any time, yes.
How long has it been?
Well, it's been different lengths at different times, of course, you see. I mean, how long has what been?
Since you started show jumping.
Oh, I started when I was 17. That'd be about 8 years ago. Yes, easy, yes. But of course, I've got a lovely husband and, of course, lovely darling Harold.
There's no jealousy?
Oh, none whatsoever, no, he's sweet. Just so long as he gets his oats regular, that's all he worries about.
I was talking about your husband.
So was I. I'm happy to say.
How many hours a day do you ride?
Well, I should think about 6 hours a day as a rule, yes. They say when I ride, I look like part of the horse. They never say which part, of course.
But really, all those hours each day, bouncing up and down in the saddle, doesn't it give you a headache?
No, quite the reverse. Gives the horse a headache. I know what you were thinking, you naughty television. Don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's darling Harold who'll be going with you to the Olympics.
Yes, in Canada. Yes, I'm so glad, yes.
How do you think you'll get on?
Well, I expect my husband will give me a bunker. He frequently does, you know, and able to get on to the...
in the events?
Yes, well, in any event, I suppose. Yes, in any event, we will put our best hoof forward, eh?
Over the years, you must have won an awful lot of trophies.
I've won a lot of awful trophies, I have really, yes. I've won 24 medals, 12 statuettes, and a shield inscribed to the fastest mare in Surrey.
Have you ever won a loving cup?
No, I've never been in for that sort of competition. I didn't know they gave cups for it, do they? I'm sure I should win one if I went in for one.
I'm sure our viewers would love to see darling Harold. Do you think perhaps you could coax him out?
I'm sorry, because at the moment, you see, I'm just about to give him his tranquilizing pill, you see. He hasn't been terribly well just lately, you know.
Will he swallow that?
Oh, he'll swallow anything, yes. No, the thing is, you see, I have to give him this by a very, very devious method, you see. What I do, you see, I get this tube here, you see, I place the pill there, and the other tube, the end of the tube in his mouth, you see, and I blow, you see, and that's how he takes the pill. I'll show you, look. I'm afraid darling Harold blew first.
Won't that have an effect on your,
No, it'll have no effect on me whatsoever. No, whatsoever, no, it's happened before. Well, I can't stand here talking. I have to look after the stables, and the work just keeps piling up in there.
In that case, I'll say goodbye.
Yes, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll try and get darling Harold just to say bye-bye for you. Come along, darling Harold. No, leave Enoch alone. Never mind about Margaret. Or Tony. There, yes, I know. Don't do that. There's a good one. Say good night, darling Harold. Come along. Isn't that lovely? Thank you so much.
Well, it's over now. Tennis at Wilmington. We hope we don't have any incidents like we did last year. You may remember that the Vicar of St Arthur's last year sat in the front row with a newly starched collar, cut his head off. We don't get anything like that. So it's we're going to have a look at the competition, which is for the New Frontiers Bra Cup. And in particular, we'll be taking a jolly good look at the women's doubles.
Where the Roberts sisters, Terry and Libby, are taking on the Clunk sisters, Frida and Ada. And with 8 o'clock, about to leap the net to congratulate her opponents, we'll say goodbye.
Well, there I'm afraid we have to say goodbye to you because we won't have time, unfortunately, for the rest of it. I know you enjoyed so much. But do tune in again next week and we'll show you some more Worlds of Sport.
Jetzt, wir haben hier die Potatoen. Und diese Potatoen sind King Edwards.
They're looking more like King Kongs.
Aber jetzt will ich schon how to make diese Omelette. Johnny, sag's mir, was denkst du auf Omelette?
Omelette? Ja, to be or not to be? That is the question.
Und dies ist der Answer. Dunkel. Aber if du have nicht genug to go round, if du have nicht enough to go round, was kann du tun?
Ja, bitte geben Sie ein Schmecken in der Mitte und wir all getting some.
Blackmore. This vast wasteland of bogs and marshes has, over the last 17 years, claimed no fewer than...
Look at my neck, look at my neck. Oh, let's move that.
Would Mr. and Mrs. Dobbs come in now, please?
Come on, dear.
You got here all right then?
You come to court my daughter or buy my spotted hog?
Will you sell your spotted hog?
Nope.
Then I come to court your daughter.
Oh, you cruel beast, you. Oh!